time if your revenues are what you have said collected, or rather there is an increment in terms of revenue collection. Dr. You had a point earlier on?
Yes, I had an earlier one, but I don't want to drag people backwards. Huh?
You can summarize it as
my thoughts on what you've just been asking.
Okay, go ahead.
Obaya.
Yes.
You see, the way the system works is not what the tone of that reporter is trying to...
Not reporter.
Yes.
He is a treasury official.
Me, I'm saying the tone of the reporter. Yeah. Maybe you call the guy, he'll say I was misquoted.
Just that I never wanted to reveal the name of the
so the way it works is that in Kenya, we spend as we collect. We spend as we collect. There is an experience in one African country, I don't know, the other one in South Africa, for example. They have collected, so they don't wait to collect in order to spend. If that was the case in Kenya, there would be no delay in salaries, okay? So now, once you collect, you have money to pay. Because the president is promoting the rule of law, he's saying the law provides that the first charge to the consolidated fund shall be payment of debt. So when we have collected, legally, the first charge should be you pay debt. Once you do that, in another 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 days, you will have collected enough to pay public servants. So we are now faced with a situation whereby things are being done legally in an environment where we spend as we collect. I want to be persuaded by the economists that my assumption is wrong. My assumption is, with this prudent management, in another 3 to 12 months, we will have overcome, and we shall now be able to pay everything on time. This is not the first time we are going through this phase. We went through this phase when we were transiting from President Moi's government to Mwai Kibaki's government. It took time. Mwai Kibaki changed the political philosophy and said, whereas Moi was doing reasonably well, but my philosophy is we want a philosophy of a working nation. A working nation that has people and companies that pay taxes. That way, we'll grow our economy. In came President Uhuru, and up to now, many people don't appear to understand what his philosophy was. But now, President Ruto is saying the philosophy of Mwai Kibaki was resonating with other best world practices. I'll maintain the same, encourage people to pay taxes, companies to pay taxes, so that we spend what we have, not spend what we borrow. In the process of doing that, it has given birth to maandamano. Because the people whose companies were enjoying tax exemption are now being forced, or not being forced, being asked to pay for taxes, so they are funding instability to say that this is a government that is not going to.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think
so. It's a claim that you can't substantiate.
I don't think so.
Yeah, if you invited me, I can speak to it.
Okay,
because we are not speculating. We are attempting. We are attempting to lead a republic, and leading a republic is not a one-man show.
Dr. So, whilst that is appreciated,
yes,
this is an accountability show.
Yes,
based on facts and substantial argument in terms of our debate here.
Yes.
In terms of, so the funding question that you said was meant to destabilize the country was by some forces. These are claims that have been made over time, but it's one that as a doctor and as a senator and as a ranking figure on this country, you can't substantiate or you can't pin names on that.
But I would be happy, Baya, as you take over the mic, I would be happy for Kenyans to understand that I'm constrained because I've been named to sit on the team for bipartisan talks. So if I push my belief too much, it can negate the intention of those talks. Those talks are meant to bring the country together.
Okay. Which is well understood. Which is well understood, but your beliefs have to be factual. Your beliefs